Hello and welcome to another segment of Yay or Nay. For this one, we're going to talk about limited edition items. You know, the type of stuff you can only get for so long. Now, the thing with these type of things are usually sought after by collectors, and unfortunately, sometimes these things end up being scalped. Take, for example, the SNES Classic Edition, or the Nintendo Mini Systems. Now, they actually did learn from the with the NES one, because these are a lot easier to find, I've noticed. I mean, I got mine on the morning of launch day. I managed to get the last one. I told the story like a couple of times already, but I don't think I went full into details. The funny thing was that, like I said, it was probably about 10 a.m. or something. You know, the store had been open for a couple of hours. It was at my local Walmart, which is like down the street. But anyway, I went over to the electronics department and asked the woman, like, do you have the SNES Classic Edition? She's like, oh yeah, we got one left. And it was hiding behind a couple of PS3 consoles, like, so, after she sold it to me and everything. And when I was walking out the door, there was these two girls working at the service desk that started freaking out, like, oh, what the fuck, man, and stuff. And like, one of them was like, I'm going over there. So what I'm assuming had happened was they had, probably asked the woman that, like, can you hold one or two for us? And she was probably like, well, I can try, but if somebody wants to buy it, I have to sell it to them. So, I'm guessing that's what happened. And, to be honest, I have no sympathy for that, because I feel like, I got a strong feeling they were planning on scalping it. But it was just like, God, like last week, I believe, or maybe the week before, I actually saw two of these in a Target. And, geez, back in February, I believe, I saw two of them in a Walmart, and I actually posted a thing about it on Facebook. And a friend of my brother's that he's known for, Jesus, like 30 years, I believe, he's like, where is that? And I let him know, so hopefully he went and picked it up. And literally a week or so after that, I went to a different Target, and they had like 6 of them there, so they're doing better, like, but still, there was obviously still scalpers in the beginning. I remember, I think it was RGT85 made a hilarious video making fun of scalpers. I feel like it's always like Nintendo items. And a funny story. I think it was something to do with the Metal Gear Survive. Like, somebody had a video or something, somebody did on that, and I was just like, I wrote a comment saying, like, just die already, Konami, because, well, some people, although people agreed with you, some were kind of triggered by that. So one person was like, I don't want to see Konami die, I just want them to go back to the way they used to be. And I said to him, I was like, well, I'd like the same thing, man, but I just don't think it's going to happen. They're too far gone. Like, all their talent is, but, other people were like defending them, like, oh, but Metal Gear Survive's an awesome game. Oh, I love Konami. Blah 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 blah. They're still a great company. One person was like, why do I feel like the people who still like Konami are the ones that scalp Nintendo items online? Maybe. Another good example was, I forget which wave this was. This was 2016 when this wave of World of Nintendo figures came out. That shows you how long ago it was. This was just getting dusty there. But this was an exclusive figure. This, going by Massachusetts prices and such, these I can usually find them at Target or Walmart for like $8 or $9, but this one was exclusive to Spencer's, and it was retailed at $20. And sure enough, they popped up on eBay for like, I think as much as like $50 to $100. And then I think it was the fall of 2016. I was at the mall, and I went in like this, just one of those places that sells like calendars and board games, jigsaw puzzles, and all kinds of little knickknacks and stuff. And I came across this there for $20, so I bought it, and I still have it. I usually keep them in the box. I still have them in the box because it's like a more limited edition. I usually have them hanging up on the wall over there. But I guess the hype for him has kind of died down. If you're interested in picking him up, he's still on eBay and such. You can find him for, I think the cheapest is probably like $22 or $23, which isn't bad. It's only a little bit over the retail price, but and then this one, I would never buy anything from a scalper, but this one just like, this really pissed me off. The whole cereal, really? um, yeah, this is actually the supermarket that I tend to shop at. I've seen this on shelves for months, so I was like, I'll give them a whirl, and I actually really ended up liking it, so I went through like 5 boxes, because I'm like that with cereal. I guess you could say I eat a different thing of cereal every month. Like I'll eat Frosted Cheerios for a month, couple of weeks, and then I'll go to like Frosted Mini Wheats or something, but whatever. Cereal is kind of like Lucky Charms, but the cereal pieces, or as Bart and Lisa would call them, the non-marshmallow pieces are more sweet. It's not bad, actually. I held on to the original box because it has like a special amiibo thing on there, which probably doesn't do anything special, but I'll still give it a shot because I don't have Mario Odyssey yet. Once I pick that up, probably relatively soon, I'm gonna try that out, and then I'll just recycle the box. But while we're on the subject of food, some other limited edition things that it's just like, you see that a lot with food. Like, when I think back to all the great snacks that have been discontinued over the years, like Planters cheese balls and Butterfinger BBs. Those things were the best. Those need to come back. Butterfinger BBs. What else was that? Dunkaroos, which I think there's actually a meme of this, which is pretty funny. It's like, oh, these things are so good, but then you just realize it's literally just the Teddy Grahams and Pillsbury chocolate frosting, which is totally true if you think, but who would have thought of that back then? Even like with cereals, like, this has always been a kind of a popular thing. I never really, it's the thing with cereal, like anything that's popular, gotta make a cereal on it, you still tend to see that, although I was not as crazy about it when I was when I was a kid, I used to, but one of the ones that I really liked as a kid was the one based off the Spider-Man cartoon series that from the early mid-90s. I think that was kind of like the Ninja Turtles one. There was actually one based off the Kevin Costner Robin Hood movie, which is interesting, but that cereal was fucking delicious. It was, I think you can actually find the commercial for it on YouTube. The cereal pieces were shaped like arrows, so the comments are all people like, oh yeah, it's a bowl of, the cereal pieces look like a dick with balls, which, granted, they do. I never noticed that when I was a kid, but, does that mean the milk is really... But that cereal was delicious. It was kind of like Cap'n Crunch, but with a bit of a zip. And I remember my cousin always had it, so every time I went over to his house, like, can I have some of your cereal? And he was like, yeah, sure. Because I don't think my mom could ever find it. Probably just was never at the supermarket she shopped at, but... you see a lot of this limited edition things with, like, fast food, like Burger King especially, like they had those mozzarella sticks and jalapeno poppers. Something that, I wish they just kept it on the menu, because it's like they tease you, like they'd have it on there for a little bit, and then it, like a year, then it's gone. Then they have it for 2 years, then it's gone again. That was the strawberry cheesecake, which was delicious, but, like, the best cheesecake I've ever had, but it's like, they never keep it long enough. That's just some of the stuff that comes to me when I think of, like, limited edition items. So it's like, they're nice for collectible items, but some things you just wish they kept them on the market long enough for. Another food thing I thought of was, anybody remember Pop-Tarts Crunch, the cereal? Pop-Tart cereal? That was really good. So, what are some of you guys' favorite limited edition items? Like, it could be a food or a toy or a game or something that you just wish they kept it, like, all year round. They just kept it on shelves for years to come, not just for like 6 months or something. What are some of your favorites? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.